En la clase de hoy vamos a aprender inglés de una manera sencilla y divertida. Vamos a escuchar y leer 4 historias diferentes en inglés. La idea es que te vayas familiarizando con el idioma, escuchando y leyendo todo en inglés. Todas las palabras que no entiendas, escríbelas en tu cuaderno para posteriormente traducirlas. Verás que si eres constante con este método, verás grandes resultados. Sin nada más que decir, comencemos.
In the not too distant future, humanity had achieved the unthinkable, building cities under the sea. These cities, known as the submerged cities of Atlantis, were a testament to innovation and advanced engineering. Atlantis had become a haven for those seeking a different life, away from the hustle and bustle of the surface. One of these cities, called Neptunia, was home to a young girl named Marina. Marina had been born and raised in Neptunia, and for her, life under the sea was the most natural thing in the world. Her parents were marine scientists who had dedicated their lives to studying ocean biodiversity and developing sustainable technologies for the submerged cities. Marina spent her days exploring the surroundings of Neptunia, swimming among the coral reefs, and observing marine life. Her favorite place was an underwater cave filled with bioluminescence, where she could see how marine creatures glowed in the dark. This place was her refuge, a place where she could dream and reflect on the future. One day, while exploring the cave, Marina found something unexpected, an ancient relic from the surface. It was a book, sealed in a waterproof box. Marina took it home and, with the help of her parents, opened it. The book contained stories about the ancient civilization of Atlantis, a civilization that, according to legend, had disappeared under the sea thousands of years ago. Fascinated by the discovery, Marina decided to investigate more about Atlantis. With the help of her parents and the resources of Neptunia, she began to search for more clues about this ancient civilization. Her investigations led her to discover that Atlantis was not just a legend, but had actually existed, and that its inhabitants had developed advanced technologies that were still not fully understood. Marina and her parents decided to organize an expedition to explore the ruins of Atlantis. With a team of scientists and explorers, they embarked on a journey to the depths of the ocean. For weeks, they explored the ruins, finding artifacts and structures that defied modern understanding. One of the most surprising discoveries was a device that seemed to be an inexhaustible source of energy. This device, which they called the Heart of Atlantis, had the potential to revolutionize the way submerged cities obtained energy. Marina and her team worked tirelessly to understand how it worked and how they could use it to improve life in Neptunia and other underwater cities. As they advanced in their research, Marina realized that the legacy of Atlantis was not only technological, but also cultural. The inhabitants of Atlantis had lived in harmony with the ocean, respecting and protecting their environment. Marina was inspired by this philosophy and decided that her mission would be not only to harness the technologies of Atlantis, but also to promote a more sustainable and respectful relationship with the ocean. Over time, Marina and her team's discoveries transformed Neptunia. The city became a model of sustainability and advanced technology, attracting scientists and explorers from around the world. Marina became a respected leader, known for her dedication to science and her love for the ocean. The story of Marina and the submerged cities of Atlantis is a testament to the power of curiosity and innovation. Through her journey, Marina not only discovered the secrets of an ancient civilization, but also found a new way to live in harmony with the ocean. Her legacy endures, inspiring future generations to explore, discover, and protect the underwater world. In the ancient city of Alexandria, more than 2,000 years ago, a journey began that would change the course of humanity: the evolution of medicine. At that time, medical knowledge was limited and largely based on observation and experience. The doctors of that era, known as healers, used herbs and rituals to treat the sick. One of these healers, a man named Heron, dedicated his life to understanding the mysteries of the human body. Heron was a curious man passionate about knowledge. He spent his days studying medicinal plants and observing how they affected his patients. Through experimentation, he discovered that certain herbs could relieve pain and cure diseases. His discoveries were revolutionary for his time and laid the foundation for future advances in medicine. Over time, medicine began to evolve. In the Middle Ages, European doctors started studying the ancient texts of Greece and Rome, as well as the medical knowledge of other cultures, such as the Arab and Chinese. One of the most influential doctors of this era was Avicenna, a Persian scholar whose works, such as the Canon of Medicine, became fundamental references for doctors worldwide. During the Renaissance, medicine experienced its own revival. Advances in anatomy and surgery were made possible by the practice of dissecting cadavers, allowing doctors to better understand the human body. Andreas Vesalius, a Flemish anatomist, published De Humani Corporis Fabrica, a work that revolutionized the study of anatomy and set new standards for medical research. The 19th century brought significant advances in medicine. The invention of the microscope allowed scientists to observe microorganisms and better understand the causes of diseases. Louis Pasteur, a French chemist and microbiologist, developed the germ theory of disease and created vaccines for diseases such as rabies and anthrax. His work saved countless lives and laid the foundation for modern microbiology. In the 20th century, medicine continued to advance rapidly. The invention of antibiotics, such as penicillin discovered by Alexander Fleming, revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections. Surgery also saw significant advances, with the introduction of techniques such as anesthesia and minimally invasive surgery. Additionally, the development of medical imaging technology, such as X-rays and magnetic resonance imaging, allowed doctors to diagnose diseases with greater precision. The 21st century has seen the advent of personalized medicine and biotechnology. Advances in genetics have enabled doctors to develop specific treatments for diseases based on each patient's genetic profile. Gene therapy and gene editing, such as CRISPR technology, offer new hopes for treating genetic and chronic diseases. Throughout the centuries, medicine has evolved impressively, from simple herbal remedies to advanced treatments based on science and technology. This journey has been made possible by the curiosity, dedication, and innovation of countless doctors, scientists, and researchers who have worked tirelessly to improve the health and well-being of humanity. The history of medicine is a testament to the power of knowledge and perseverance. From ancient healers to modern scientists, each generation has contributed to a legacy of discoveries and advances that have transformed the lives of millions of people. And although the journey of medicine is far from over, each step brings us closer to a future where health and well-being are accessible to all. In the quiet town of Valle Verde, there lived a boy named Tomas who had a puppy named Max. Max was a small golden Labrador, full of energy and always ready to play. Tomas and Max were inseparable. They spent their days running around the garden, exploring the nearby forest and sharing adventures. One day, Tomas noticed that Max wasn't feeling well. He was quieter than usual and didn't want to eat his favorite food. Worried, Tomas decided to take Max to the veterinarian. The Valle Verde Veterinary Clinic was a cozy and lively place. Upon entering, Tomas and Max were greeted by the receptionist, a kind woman named Clara. Clara smiled when she saw Max and gave him a dog biscuit. "What's wrong with Max?" Clara asked. Tomas explained that Max wasn't feeling well and that he was worried about him. Clara led them to the waiting room and told them that the veterinarian would see them soon. While they waited, Tomas observed other animals in the room. There was a cat with a bandaged paw, a rabbit in a cage, and a parrot that repeated words. Max curled up next to Tomas, seeking comfort. Finally, the veterinarian, Dr. Martinez, called them into his office. Dr. Martinez was a tall, thin man with a warm smile and kind eyes. He greeted Tomas and petted Max. "Let's see what's wrong with this little guy," he said as he carefully examined Max. Tomas watched attentively, hoping everything would be okay. After a thorough examination, Dr. Martinez explained that Max had a stomach infection, probably caused by something he had eaten. "Don't worry, Tomas," said Dr. Martinez. "We'll give him a treatment, and he'll be as good as new soon." He prescribed some medications and gave Tomas detailed instructions on how to administer them. Tomas felt relieved knowing that Max would be okay. He thanked Dr. Martinez and Clara for their help and headed home with Max. Over the next few days, Tomas followed the veterinarian's instructions to the letter. He gave Max his medications on time and made sure he got plenty of rest. Gradually, Max began to regain his energy. He started running around the garden and playing with Tomas as before. Tomas was happy to see his best friend recovered. One day, while playing in the garden, Tomas remembered the visit to the veterinarian and how everyone had been so kind and helpful. He decided to write a thank you letter to Dr. Martinez and Clara. In the letter, Tomas expressed his gratitude for the care they had given Max. He told them how Max had returned to being the cheerful and playful puppy he always was thanks to their help. Clara and Dr. Martinez were touched by the letter and hung it on the clinic's wall. Tomas and Max's story at the veterinarian is not only a testament to the importance of medical care and attention for animals, but also to the kindness and empathy that can make a difference in someone's life. For Tomas, that visit to the veterinarian was an adventure he would never forget, and for Max, it was the beginning of a recovery that allowed him to continue enjoying life with his best friend. In the bustling city of New York, there was a boy named Tomas who had always dreamed of visiting McDonald's. Ever since he saw the commercials on TV, he had imagined enjoying a burger and playing in the play area. One day, his mother decided to surprise him by taking him to his favorite restaurant after school. Tomas could hardly contain his excitement as they walked to the nearest McDonald's. Upon entering, he was greeted by the delicious aroma of fries and burgers. His eyes lit up when he saw the play area filled with laughing and playing children. His mother handed him a $10 bill and told him he could order whatever he wanted. Tomas approached the counter and, with a big smile, ordered a Happy Meal with a burger, fries, and a soda. The cashier, a kind young woman named Anna, handed him his meal along with a surprise toy. Tomas couldn't wait to open his Happy Meal and discover what toy he had received. After finding a table, Tomas sat down and opened his box. Inside, he found a small red race car. He was thrilled and began playing with it while eating his burger. His mother watched him with a smile, happy to see her son so delighted. Once he finished eating, Tomas ran to the play area. He climbed the slides, scaled the structures, and swung on the swings. He made new friends and played with them for hours. Time flew by, and before he knew it, his mother told him it was time to go home. On the way home, Tomas couldn't stop talking about his amazing day at McDonald's. He told his mother how much he enjoyed his meal, the toy he received, and the new friends he made. His mother promised they would return soon. That night, as he got ready for bed, Tomas placed his red race car on his nightstand. He closed his eyes and dreamed of his next visit to McDonald's, where new adventures and surprises awaited him. Tomas's story at McDonald's is not only a testament to his joy and excitement, but also to the importance of small moments that create lasting memories. For Tomás, that day at McDonald's was an adventure he would never forget.
Espero de todo corazón que esta clase te haya gustado. Si es así, regálame un like y suscríbete al canal, que en verdad me ayudarías bastante. Y para todos los estudiantes que se quedaron hasta el final, les tengo un regalo. Debajo de este video encontrarán una clase de inglés desde cero totalmente gratuita. El link para esta clase estará en la descripción del video o en el comentario fijado. También te recomiendo que veas este otro video donde aprenderás inglés con una historia muy interesante, súper divertida. Entonces te espero ahí, no te lo puedes perder.